What up guys, I'm going to be doing a new mod today on the Obs Chevy. Basically it's a simple mod. I'm just going to be replacing this factory bow tie with a new one. This is the original one. It's got a few cracks on it and it's faded. So the one I'm going to be replacing it with is right here. I ordered it off of Amazon. It's a polished one. It's made by this brand, but it also looks like it's a licensed GM product. So I guess GM paid these guys to make these for them, I guess. It doesn't say what type of metal it is. All it says here is that it's polished. It does have some weight to it, so I'm thinking it's either aluminum or stainless steel. I'm leaning more towards stainless steel because of the weight, but it could be aluminum. I'm not sure, but I think it's stainless steel. And so what holds this on is behind it. I believe there's two little screws that you have to tighten up. So over here behind this one will be the same thing. I just got to go in from the back side of the grill, loosen the two little bolts, I think, and then I think it just pops right out. So I'll go ahead and get this hood open. I think what I'm going to do, there's a couple bolts right on this grill. I think if I just take the bolts off, the grill should be able to move forward, and then I can just stick my hand back there and get to those bolts. But real quick, let's just go ahead and open this up and see what it looks like on the back side. It's pretty thick. So I thought that this was going to be hollowed out in the back, but it's not. It's actually one solid piece. It's the same thickness all the way around, all the way through the whole piece, that's pretty cool. I thought it was going to be a lot thinner, but it's not. So maybe it is aluminum. Maybe that is why there's a little bit of weight to it, because it's kind of thick. But yeah, it looks really good. I like the polished look of it. Looks nice. And then these are the two bolts, I guess, to put it on. I'm not sure how would that even work. Okay, so the bolts, these two things here go, one goes there, one goes in there. So you just kind of screw them into there, and then you can use the nut and washer on the back side of the grill. But yeah, this is a pretty cool product. I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description, so that way you can easily find it. So just go down to my description box and then you'll see the link. Just click it. It'll take you straight to Amazon where you can purchase this if you want one. It's actually really cheap. I think it was, after tax and everything, it was like only 30 bucks, which is not bad. Especially considering it's not plastic, you know, it's actually metal. But yeah, let's go ahead and get it on the truck. So to pull this grill out, I believe it's just these few bolts right here. There's one right there, and then there's one there, and then one there, and then another one there. I'm going to start with those four. If I can just take those four out and then prop this grill forward a little bit to give me enough room to stick my hand in there, because right now there's pretty much no room to put your hand in there. So yeah, let's get those four bolts off and let's see what that does. Also, along with those four top bolts I just showed you, there's also one more hidden right there. So I almost missed it. I think that's it. Let me take that one off and see what happens. So by taking those four bolts off, or I mean 5 bolts, these little ones right here, I was able to prop the grill forward a little bit to be able to get back there. As you can see, there's the back side of the Emblem. I think you just I have to break off these little tabs because you can't just unscrew them. They gotta be broken off, and then you'll still have those 2 little holes, and those are the 2 holes that you'll be using the new hardware with. So let me see if I can get this old Emblem out, and yeah, I think this is enough room to work with. Okay, so I take that back. You don't have to break anything. There's these 2 little bolts right here. These are what are holding the grill on, I mean the Emblem on. Just unscrew these from the back side and the Emblem will come right out. I got this one out. See the 2 little holes? That's where those 2 bolts are at, and this is the stock one. It's plastic. Yeah, so we got it out. Now we can put the new one in. Let's get the new one and kind of do a test prop. See if it fits on there. Yep, fits right in there. Cool, so whoa, almost dropped it. So I'll get this hardware installed on the Emblem and we will put it on. So I pretty much got it installed. It was super easy. It's literally just those 2 bolts right there. That's it. Now I just got to put the grill back on, and that's it. Alright, so there it is. Got the grill back on. Emblem's on. Looks good. It's real glossy. I actually originally wanted to do a black Emblem, but then I noticed a lot of people have black Chevy emblems on their trucks, and I thought this would be a little different. Even though it's chrome on chrome, you know, most people wouldn't want to do that, but I think it looks really good actually. I think it looks hot. Tell me what you guys think in the comments, but yeah, I like it. Yeah, since my last video, I've done a few things. I changed the blanket inside from a red one to this blue one. I kind of got tired of the other one. It was really bright red, and this blue one's a little more subtle. But eventually I think I want to do bucket seats, but that's for another day. And then I also got a new head unit stereo from Pioneer. I don't know if you can see that or not, but get some more lights on. It's got this little cool thing right here to hold your phone, and then when, like, if you don't want it, you can put it back in the radio. But yeah, it comes out like that, and then you can swivel your phone either to be sideways or to be up and down. But yeah, it's really cool. I'll go over it in more detail in just a second. I'll put the keys in and we'll go over the radio a little bit. But yeah, other than that, that's all I've really done to it since my last video. So this is the new radio I ended up replacing my other one with. It's a Pioneer SPH-10BT. The reason why I got it is because it's got this really cool feature right here. So to make it work, so this piece right here actually pulls out, and then you can rest your phone on it. And then the reason why there's only a few buttons is because this radio is supposed to connect with the Pioneer Smart Sync app that you can get on your phone. So this is how you make the phone holder come out. You just take off the faceplate, and then you pull this out right here, pull it up, and then put the faceplate back on. And it looks like that. And so for your phone, you just go like that. So what's really cool about this radio is right when you turn the ignition on, as long as you have your Bluetooth on your phone, it'll instantly connect with your receiver, and then this Pioneer Smart Sync app will instantly boot up. And then so this is what you see. It shows you your miles per hour, your altitude, the time, the date, and then over here it's going to show you your whatever music you're listening to at the time, and then your battery right here, and then you got extra settings here for colors and stuff. You can change the background. You can even put your own picture for the background. It's also cool because you can easily, watch YouTube, and then it'll play on your radio through the Bluetooth. So if you like to listen to music on YouTube, then you can do that. So usually what I do is if I click on music, let's see, you can either use Bluetooth audio, USB, app music, radio, source off, whatever that is. What I usually do is I'll just click on Pandora. And then, you can either leave it on your Pandora screen.
I ain't gonna eat, I ain't gonna sleep, ain't gonna breathe till I see what I wanna see.
Or you can go back to this screen, and it'll show you the music you're listening to or whatever. And you got different presets for the audio. And then if you want to listen to YouTube videos, you can just go to YouTube, turn it like this, find out whatever video you want to watch. So just say, what do we want to watch here? We'll watch this YouTube video here. Turn it sideways again.
Although it may feel like that sometimes, it's so simple.
So yeah, this is the new radio. I'm liking it so far. It's really convenient for your phone, so that way when you're driving, it acts as a phone holder slash, it's got the radio app built into it, so it works out really good. And another cool feature about the radio is, so say you're on YouTube or whatever like I am right now, but you want to get back to the Pioneer Smart Sync app right away. All you do is push this button there, and boom, it goes right back to it. And you're back on the Pioneer Smart Sync. Another cool thing about this app for this radio is that these 4 buttons here each do something. This one is your voice commands for navigation or whatever, if you want to call someone or something. And then this one here is for navigation, so it'll take you straight to maps, as you see there. You can just type in where you want to go. This one right here is for texting. I don't have it set up yet, but usually you can just push this and it'll take you straight to your texting screen. And then this right here is also for making calls. I don't have that one set up yet either, but as you see, the navigation works pretty good. It goes straight to it. This is Apple Maps. But then you can also push that again, just go straight back to your home screen. What? Yeah, so if you like this radio, I'll go ahead and put a link in the description. It's super easy to install it since it's just a single DIN. And yeah, it's really cool. Alright guys, well that's pretty much it for this video. I'll have another update on the OBS pretty soon.